In my previous video, I met the band members of Why Don't We while wearing one of my many Spider-Man costumes. I made so many friends, so many memories, and it was just an amazing way to end 2019, as well as the decade. So to start off the new decade right, I drove up to the People's Improv Theater in New York City, where Kurtis Conner will be doing a stand-up show, and I will be ready to meet him while wearing my Peter Benjamin Parker Spider-Man suit from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My name is Brandon Can Sing. Welcome to another day in my life. I woke up at 2:00 p.m. on Saturday the 25th, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and I went to work. And yeah, it's pretty obvious I've been growing a beard since the last video. I just figured I've been clean shaven my entire life. Why not try something new and just let the beard grow? And don't worry, if you really don't like it, I have to shave it for when I go to auditions anyway, so my baby face isn't going anywhere. Fast forward to 5:00 a.m. on Sunday, the 26th. I've just finished my shift, and there's 14 and a half hours left until the Kurtis Conner show. No, I didn't stay awake for those remaining hours. Not getting enough sleep is nothing to brag about. I simply drove up to New York City, found a free parking spot right in front of the venue, since it was free parking on Sundays. And then I prepared myself for bed, with alarms set for every hour and a half until showtime. That way, the minute I see the first person get in line, I can just jump right in. Everything was going according to plan. There was just one problem. I was in New York, a city where the crime rates, well, let's just say there's a reason that the majority of Marvel superheroes are always in New York. Anybody could just see me unconscious in my car, rob me, or do much, much worse to me before I even get the chance to defend myself. So I thought to myself, WWSMD. What would Spider-Man do? Of course! Spidey, you're a genius! If you didn't already know that the Miles Morales Spider-Man has the ability to turn invisible, now you know. While I couldn't turn myself invisible, I knew I could at least put blankets over all the windows of my car. And I do mean all the windows. That way nobody could see me while I counted sheep. I covered all the windows with the 15 blankets I never took out of my trunk, and I closed my eyes, ready to dream until I wake up to meeting Kurtis Conner. A literal dream come true. Alarm number 1 goes off at 9 a.m. and I never went to sleep. I was actually doing an Instagram live. I was surprised too. There was like 30 of my friends that came on at 8 in the morning to watch. That's the same number I get when I go live at around 6 p.m. or 11 p.m. when people are actually awake. So it was nice to see people coming through when the rest of the world was sleeping in. If you were on my 8 a.m. live, thank you. I love you and appreciate you so much. I went to bed for real this time, and then alarm number 2 woke me up at 11:00 a.m. My leg was cramped, and I suddenly remembered why converting my back seat and trunk into a bed was so necessary in my Why Don't We video. So that's what I did. I got the bed done at 11:30 and fell asleep at 11:45. Alarm number 3 goes off at 1:15. Nobody's in line, so I go back to bed. Alarm number 4 goes off at 2:45. Nobody's in line. I go back to bed. Alarm number 6 goes off at 5:45 p.m. and I see the first person enter the line. What I didn't expect to see is Kurtis Conner pull up right next to my car and step out with his girlfriend Jenna Allard and Drew Gooden. I know it seems dumb to think I need to tell you who Drew Gooden is when practically the whole world knows who he is, but in case you didn't know, he's a commentary YouTuber / comedian who makes fun of things or people that are bad at being funny or even entertaining. He currently has over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and with his weekly uploads that get millions and millions of views a video, he's only gonna get bigger. I remember the first video of his that I saw was his relaxing with Tessa Brooks boring vlogs video. It was so funny. If you have time after you watch my video all the way to the end and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications and left a comment telling me what your favorite part of the video was, you should go and watch it too. Kurtis never advertised Drew would be opening up for him. He never even mentioned it on Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. How cool of a surprise is that? I frantically started ripping off my normal clothes to reveal the Spider-Man suit underneath before I stepped out to ask for a picture. But it was too late. By the time I was done, they already went inside. The first girl in line got a picture with them though, so I mean, good for her. This is her Instagram. Her name is Brittany. She's really cool. She was actually the first person that I talked to and fangirled with Kurtis over while we waited in line. Also, yeah, I'm in my closet and I'm just gonna switch to this, the filming me talking format instead of me doing voiceovers and showing graphic images to describe what I'm talking about, because it is 4 o'clock in the morning and I have to get this video out today. So yeah, sorry about that. A line the same size as like 2 marching bands started to line up, and not too long later, at 6:30 p.m., they let all the people who got the meet and greet package in first. Me included. Yeah, I forgot to mention I bought meet and greet, so yeah, I was gonna meet him no matter what, but there's more in store, I promise you, just keep watching. There I was, standing face to face with the Kurtis Conner, one of the YouTubers that I've been watching every week for 2 years now. And we're practically the same height. That's pretty cool. After I wiped the drool off of my face, I told him how huge of a fan I was of him. And while I auditioned for Bessie Picks Bay because it was a show that I loved watching and it was an amazing opportunity for me, the more important reason was because I really wanted him to make a video about the episode. Funny enough, he actually did watch the one that I was in, but he thought he made enough videos on Bessie Picks Bay and he didn't want to annoy his fans by making too many. He really does care about the videos he makes for us. Mad respect for you, Kurtis. We took a picture, my nose looked fat, and we're just gonna pretend it never existed, okay? Cool, thanks. Don't screenshot it or I'll find you. After that, I shook his hand, thanked him like for the 5th time for being such a dope human being, and then I took my rightful seat in front row. That's right, baby, we got front row. Man, God, that seat felt like my throat. Unlike other shows where the lights are on and then they turn off when the show starts, the lights were off first and then the lights turned on when the opening act came out, Drew Gooden.
Yo, what? Oh my gosh, what a star.
So I don't know if I was allowed to do this, but I didn't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy who had his phone camera out, like just filming the entire show. So I recorded the audio, via voice memos. That's not creepy, right?
It was like the first time we moved in together. It was like one of the first nights that we lived together. I fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night and she was just cackling. Like a witch. I was like, I'm living with a witch. She was like, it's pitch black. I'm like dazed and confused in the middle of the night. I'm like, what is going on? And so I'm just like laying there like, she's just like laughing to herself and I'm like, Laura? And she was like, what? I was like, why are you laughing? And she was like, we just laid down to go to sleep 10 seconds ago. And you started snoring. And so I started laughing. I thought it was the middle of the night. What happened was I was like, good night. Laura!
His wife was actually in the audience for that joke, by the way, which was amazing. Drew's entire act was amazing because Drew is amazing. Once Drew was done telling his jokes, it was finally time. The moment that I've been waiting for since I bought those tickets back in December. It was time for Steve Buscemi's stunt double himself.
How we feeling, huh?
Woo!
New York, what's up? How we feel, huh? Yeah?
Woo!
Nice. We got Spider-Man in the front row.
Yeah!
I could not say that. Holy shit. Very cool. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for you do good work. Did you wake up like? Oh.
Wait, can I get this on video?
Can I get this on video? Shut up! Shut up, Brandon. God, you're so annoying.
I do.
Oh, you're a YouTuber?
Yeah, I do YouTube and I go to concerts dressed up as Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of live a sad life, so it's like this is my thing, like,
Oh, God. All right, and that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you never try to play comedian at another comedian's show. I expected everyone to laugh, and instead they just sympathetically agreed. Where's that clip from Eddie's video? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
Yikes!
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
no, did you, I was gonna ask if, like, you woke up and you're like, what's a good fit for a comedy?
Okay, so I have like 5 costumes in my bag right now, and I legit went like 10 minutes. Like, would he like the Iron Spider one? Would he like the Homecoming one?
Dang.
Do you know what movie this one is from?
Is it the Spider-Verse one?
It is the Spider-Verse
This is what
one,
the
yeah.
show is, guys.
Yeah, this is the show.
It's me talking to a spider. But no, good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll follow you on YouTube. It's
Please
gonna
do,
be
yeah.
Alright.
All right, cool.
Usually Peter Parker's very secretive about what
I mean,
but this guy's like, follow me on YouTube.
And that was it. I met my favorite YouTuber who also happens to be my favorite comedian. I got a picture with him. He talked about me during his set. And after that, he had me laughing harder than I've laughed in a long time. So if you're watching this and you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone that knows Kurtis, can you tell them to tell them to tell them to tell them to tell him that I said thank you for making my first January of the new decade an awesome one, and for giving me hope that the rest of the new year, the rest of the new decade is gonna be life-changing. Thank you, Brittany, for befriending me at the show. Everybody, go follow Brittany. She was literally the only friend I made at that show. And that's my fault because I got so used to everybody coming up to me and approaching me at the Why Don't We show that I just thought it was just gonna be like that forever from now on. Obviously, it's not. It's my job to approach people. It's my job. If I want to have friends, I need to go out. I need to make friends. I need to make the first move. And for the Rex Orange County show, I'm gonna keep that in mind. But if you want to be here to see that, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you'll know the minute I upload the next video. And thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Even if you watched it for 5 minutes and you skipped around, thank you for just watching in general. I'm just so happy you're here. I worked really, really hard on this video, and I really hope you like it. Just because you work hard on something doesn't mean that it's just automatically good. But I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this video, so I really hope it's not garbage. And if it was, I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. Is try better grammatically correct? Like, I know it's try harder or do better, but can you say try better? I'm not trying to drag it out, I swear. That's just a genuine question I thought. I have an Instagram that I go live on every single day, at Brandon Can Sing. You can follow me on there if you're on Instagram a lot. Feel free to. Go ahead. It's fine. I don't mind. If you're on TikTok a lot more, I have a TikTok too that I also go live on. But on TikTok, I do more of like voiceovers of cartoon characters like Marshall Lee and Spider-Man, just to name a few. But if you do go on my TikTok, can you not make a cringe compilation out of my videos? My self-esteem has taken enough hits lately. I would really appreciate that. And on that note, it is almost 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna go get some sleep. But if there's anything you take away from this video, just remember, meeting your idols is actually really cool. Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise. Alright, have a good one.